closure. Who you think you are. You're lucky that I don't want revenge. So can I get some closure? Stay right where you are and don't come closer. If you haven't picked it up, it's over. You wanted her, so just give me what I deserve. So can I get some closure? Stay right where you are and don't come closer. If you haven't picked it up, it's over. Run back to her, 'cause I got what I want, closure. I might be broken down, but I'm smiling. I keep my head up high, though I fail. Sometimes I get a bit emotional, but then I turn around and let it go. I see you watching me from a distance. I see you can't decide what to feel. But if you dig a little deeper, boy, you know you really wanna get to know me. Let's get this out of the way. I can't wait another day to tell you you shouldn't wait. Don't be so afraid. Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm acting tough, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Jump on my roller coaster and hold tight. It won't be easy, but it'll be fun. Sometimes it goes the whole way up and down. I think you're ready now to leave the ground. Get in the fast lane, baby, you can make it. I promise I'll be there all the way. And if you get a little broken down, all that you gotta do is keep your head high. Let's get this out of the way. I can't wait another day to tell you you shouldn't wait. Don't be so afraid. Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm acting tough, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Baby, I'm all yours. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Baby, come get it. Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm acting tough, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Want your kisses in the morning light. Wanna be next to you every night. No, I shouldn't love you, but I might. 'Cause your lips, they taste like cherry wine. You're no good for me. We're so bittersweet, but I still want you. I do. Baby, can't you see what you do to me? I just can't resist.
Those who do not know their history can never relive it. The skies, the dives, the sideline smiles. Our past is held in photo albums, drinking stories. The present is a gift. And here at ulti.TV, we want to make sure we always appreciate it, capturing the immortal moments of Ultimate from around the world and making sure everyone can enjoy them for free, forever. Because the future belongs to all of us.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ulti.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
How much longer can you hide? You can try and push away from me. You kick and scream, you're begging please. But once you get a little taste of freedom, you wanna get up off your knees. Come over, don't fight how you really feel. Come closer to me. I'll give you something to believe in. Come over, don't fight how you really feel. Come closer, please.
And we got a battle of the Titans here for the National team. We are for the corner. We got France, GB, full battle. Swistra, corner, all the stuff. Like Stef Pazzo, Christina Obermeyer. Christina,
Here we go from the off TV. Andy Turner, hitting a boxy. Let's see it, Becky Thompson. 100%. Let's go, 1-1. Let's go, Bob.
So 1-0
French D-line out there set to pull. And we get our first look at the GBO line. Josh Kime receives the pull to Briggs. Briggs gets the under. Taylor. Centering, the wind is picking up here. Sam Wilson. Berthet, but she will be undone. Great reception there by Ellie Taylor. Oh, and a sky ball up too early, and it lands right into the hands of Sam Wilson.
Briggs with that assist to Wilson, and that wind just got intense quickly as GB are working it on that near side only. There's maybe 10 to 12 meters of width that they used for that whole point. And there were some sky balls, some maybe 50-50 shots, but it seemed like GB was sure they're gonna get the better of it.
Yeah, one throw that floated a bit too much for score. The rest seemed pretty sure in some very uncertain conditions. We can say that much. The wind is swirly, it's picking up, it's back and forth. You saw Schmidt under that one, the youngster who shone in the juniors edition last summer. Now doing it on the big kid stage. Maybe reasons like this we don't have a French under 24 team.
No team at all. Well, maybe those young guns are really needed on the French team. Also, I remember being there last summer, and this French side in both divisions, actually, men's and women's, were so impressive. And they were in both finals. They could have gotten the gold. There's
something big to say against the U.S. Now the French, Nasser Mbevogel playing with Płotsokolski in the backfield. He dumps backwards. Now to Sasha Płotsokolski. Cheminot to Bourneau. Straight back to Płotsokolski. He's ripped it. Great look there. Comes down in the 72 shirt. Dump back to Lachi. Lachi goes around, hits Nas. He leads Sokolski, chasing the tape, and the finisher there. 72 on the board for the French, and there's a pick called.
The players seemed very open on that open side, often resulting in a pick because there's not a lot of field space left. The disc will go back.
Back in play, 33, that's Płotsokolski. Same spot for Cheminot. He signals goal, and they'll take the goal. French on the board, nothing but hold so far, 2-1 currently.
So both teams clinical to start this game. They already feels like they know how important a good performance in this situation is. It's the last game of the day for both these sides. Oh, no, it's not actually. They have another round?
This should be the last
game of the day for them?
Yeah. One round after this one, and that's back in the open and open women's, oh my goodness, division. So this will be the last round for mixed. Big one. This is a big round. This is when things get tight, and obviously seeing France and GB, we need no further explanation that this is a big one.
Yeah, I think many people pick them to go all the way, to be in the final. Also, two of the teams that played World Games last summer.
Yeah, World Games, of course, this was the final in the EUC 4 years ago in Hungary. And they would both be happy enough to get back there for Windmill first. And then after that, I mean, EUC, both these teams, very clearly that is the primary goal. But this, of course, a great warm-up tournament for that. And to be able to get the win here is still very, very special. Even though it's not the be-all and end-all, it is a great tournament to win the Windmill. Briggs goes to the under, hit hard. Now to the 54 shirt. Oh, and bounced away there. Great D by the French. They get a chance to break. Bru to pick up Begdem. Mathieu Bedouin Demo. Begdem. In the dump space, he's engaged. He gets free for Bru. Good continuation. There's the D getter. Another one under. Wide to Begdem. Continue. Borneau underneath. Borneau back in the middle. Now Bru. Shot for goal. That one's in. Number 80 with the goal for the French.
And that is the first break opportunity any of the teams got and converted cleanly by the French. Beautiful moving from one side to the other, really changing the point of attack and not let GB get too comfortable with their defense.
Yeah, Bru with some nice play there, just getting it off the line from static, engaging Begdem. And we've got our first break of the game. 3-1. French have been looking strong all season in the mixed division. They started it off at the warm-up tournament in Frankfurt, and they went undefeated there. And they've just continued to go. They had nothing but training camps since then, and this is their next outing. But so far, 2 wins and a nice lead to start this one.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise, I do believe, that they were so good in Frankfurt already. I remember talking to Sean, I think, or listening to the Eurozone podcast where he said that, yeah, they might be a contender, not so sure about it, but they definitely show that their preparation has been impeccable.
GB now need to respond after being broken. Wilson with the disc. Wilson winds up. And the response comes, a bit of help there as Keim goes to earth. Now the deep shot, just a bit short, and that one knocked away. Borneau behind the disc, but she's backing away before Malvin Schmidt, the youngster, will quarterback the D-line O. Schmidt picks up. Borneau. Borneau's jacked it. Schmidt, what a take beyond 3 defenders. Schmidt gets Berthet. They play 1-1 again. Shot for goal gets put away. Now to Borneau right on the doorstep. Continuation. Simon Ruel with his patented head spike now puts a goal on the board.
France are really on a roll here. The second break in a row. Beautiful stuff there. That huck from Borneau caught somehow by Schmidt, and then beautiful, calm red zone offense.
Yeah, good, calm red zone offense. The setting it up from the huck. You see Ian French in the comments saying that French are playing so fast. He likes it. His namesake, the French, of course, being an Irish coach, mind you. But he likes the way they play. Good to see him in the chats. Mr. French getting a coach's eye on this game. And the French now, with 2 breaks in a row, on a run. So France mixed, putting the foot down. GB, will they respond here? Josh Briggs collects the disc. Forwarded. That was Carla Link, and now Connor McHale. First touch of the game. Down this far, and just getting in McHale and Lewis. Link opens up. She wound up the backhand but couldn't get that out quick enough. Defense caved in. Mikhail does some dancing in the backfield and opens up. Back to Link. Now a gainer. Too low for Lewis. It turfs. And the French with a chance to break again.
Yeah, GB look a little flustered and very static, and the combination of that does not work out well.
Schmidt goes to Bru. Bru gets forward to Coin. Two options there. Fenrich, the great is-no-good speedster. Goes to the 80 shirt, wide and up for Fenrich, but too much company there. And GB a second chance to hold.
A bit of a discussion. It's a turnover.
French sideline calling for la même. They want the same. GB into play from their corner. And wide, but Lewis is there, handled well. Ruel on the mark. Mikhail gives an option. Lewis cuts up line and gets a sneaky look. And Lewis shoots low and hard into the hands of Beeching.
A pick crawl early, reaching with the disc in her hands.
Beeching. Ooh, puts it over Mikhail. And there's discussion about the contact between Fenrich and Mikhail.
Yeah, it seems like he pushed him off a little bit. Have a discussion about it and maybe set the tone for the level of physicality that is appropriate in this game. Of course, it's a hot foot game. Everyone wants to win, but not for the price of pushing someone away with too much force.
Yeah, I'm not sure I got the best look at the contact there, but they're going to have to come to an agreement soon enough, whether that just means throwing it back to the last completed throw, and that means back in the hands of Beeching, and that's where it is. Beeching ready to put this one back in after a discussion. They get the bounce on it, and GB continue to look to hold after a run of breaks against. Do they ever need this hold?
So I do think there's the discussion still if that disc maybe it results in a turnover since it landed on the ground. And if it was an accepted foul, it's offensive.
Lewis gets the up line, and GB continue. Briggs now with the disc. Briggs goes wide and around. Mikhail there. Fenrich on the chase. And as always, a speedy chase. Briggs, no continuation available, and he engages Mikhail. These two, of course, longtime Clapham teammates. Briggs goes to Link. Link in front of the end zone, sights Briggs. A little bit of traffic in the stack now. Shot. Looks like Wilson, and now to Lewis, but there's a pick.
There was a pick way before when Briggs still had the disc in his hand. Play stopped, and he'll get it back as well.
Briggs inside of the attacking brick mark now. Midfield. And that one in for goal to Andy Lewis.
Yeah, great shot there from the GB side. That's actually the first time they got the disc back after defense.
So the French have been very efficient with their breaks, is that what you're saying? Clean breaks by the French all day long.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying, yes. Impeccable D-line offense.
Wonderful. That's great to see. GB pretty happy to be able to get a hold, whether it's a clean or dirty hold. Right now, they just needed to stop the run against them that the French are putting on.
Yeah, they did, and then maybe stop the run and jump on that energy train. Maybe get the better of them in a little bit to make it more spicy for us to watch and you at home to watch as well. And if you are liking this coverage, you can press the thumbs up mark on your YouTube channel. You can subscribe and get notified by ringing that little bell, because there's so much Windmill coverage all weekend for you to enjoy.
Thank you to all 3 of you that have liked so far. There's 437 watching. Take the initiative. Hit that like button. Here come the French. They've put a commanding lead to start this game. GB have finally responded and held, but 4-2 and French O-line look. Nas Mbe Vogel, the legend that he is, gets the inbounder to Laci, Płatzakolski, and back again. Płatzakolski finds Fouquet. World Games teammates, those two. Fouquet cuts across, but Ancelin found on the break side. Ancelin to Nasser. Mbe Vogel finds Płatzakolski and Laci, and the French offense, as Ian French had noticed, it remains fast right now. Fouquet, she shoots up. Ancelin takes that space. Great vision by Fouquet.
Call a goal?
No, it's a goal now.
There you go. So a question just popped into my head. If you are a fast player, can you be not fast if that'll give you an advantage? Because you said that, I mean, all of those players are super fast on their O-line. There would make no sense for them not to, you know, be as fast as they can be.
Well, of course. I mean, it's very easy to insist or hope for speed in your offense, in your offensive attack, to have speedy players, to have fast players. But a fast offense, very different, of course. Seeing it move, Nasser shooting the guns off as we go past, talking about the fast offense. But the ability to have cuts moving at that kind of pace and still have the disc moving that fast with them, going from one to the next. Low stall counts, no hesitation. Everything is fast beyond just the legs. So that's, I think it is definitely possible to have a fast running offense move slowly.
Yeah, absolutely. At some point, they might be able to showcase that as well, because I do think that GB will adapt to what they're doing in offense and maybe try and stop them with some different looks. I saw a lot of up the line cutting. Maybe put some different defense on it, force them the other way, force them middle, try to give them a riddle to solve when you're on defense. That's what I would advise for GB when they're on deep, but they're on O now.
Let's see what they do. The underneath comes to Dick. Thompson demands the next cut, and the field was swapped by the time the under availed itself. Dick gets it on the up line now, shoots for goal. That one could be the... Ooh, Fenriche got awfully close, but Sam Weil held his line and collected the goal.
As close as one could get without touching the disc. That was very impressive. Also, he caught up to that.
Like, I thought that was Fenriche's disc. I've seen him do that a lot. I've seen him give, 2 meters, 3 meters, 4 meters, 5 meters, even let guys drag back, kind of baiting the deep shot because he can catch up. I mean, not the biggest body, but ups like you could, only dream to have. But the catch-up speed he's got is incredible, and he missed by a centimeter there. He's still not happy about it, but there was a heck of a defensive play.
On the other hand, Sam Weil with the goal, very good composure for him to run it out, not get pressured into jumping up and maybe misreading the disc, but waiting for it to come down into his hands. No stress whatsoever, because just nicely done.
Yeah.
But still trailing by 2 points.
Yeah, it's difficult to make those decisions in that split second. Like when you got a speedster trailing, do I go up and contest him? Do I get sucked in? Or do I hold my line, try and read that disc, and hope while he misses and I can readjust and catch? And he did the latter, and it counted for a goal. So French O-line, Ancelin to Mbe Vogel. Fouquet has been having a heck of a game as well. This whole O-line, I mean the whole French side right now looking very strong, but it is early days in this game and the wind is picking up. Anything can happen. Mbe Vogel gets the under to Bourneau, this being Eva Bourneau. Bourneau goes wide and around Ancelin. Ancelin goes to Fouquet. Fouquet to Ancelin playing behind the disc. Nasser Mbe Vogel. With the disc. Nasser to Coralie Fouquet. And a long grinding point. Cheminot had a look at the deep and put it away. Cheminot gets to Fouquet. Great grab to keep the possession alive. She shoots deep. Nasser is there. He keeps his feet. I think he definitely caught it. Conversation on the in-out. Whether he touched that line or not, I suspect we might get another look.
Yeah, I only saw the disc and the flying body of Mikhail. And the discussion is, it's going to be inbounds. Was it in the end zone? Probably not, as they're setting up here.
So inbounds, not in goal. Nasser's going to tap it back in, and Mikhail sets the mark. Mbe Vogel turns back to center and goes around to Ancelin. Ancelin looks to Fouquet, and she chucks the body to pick up another goal.
And that is a perfectly put disc. If you know that your receiver can lay it out, just put it low, put it a little bit out in front. No chance for the defense to ever get a touch on that disc. And she didn't just do it once, she did it twice in this point. A perfect play for the French to get a goal.
And you said if you've got a receiver who's willing to throw themselves around, you might as well lead. But she's, as you said, second time in the point, third or fourth time in the game. Fouquet has just sacrificed the body, chucked it out there. She's throwing herself around with reckless abandon, and it is paying dividends for her squad. She's putting pressure on the few times they've had to do anything defensively, and is just giving options and saving options and making plays all over the field.
And she can do it all since she's also putting out up those deep shots. Mbe Vogel just caught that out of a perfectly put disc from her to nearly close out the point, but then, getting on the receiving end this time.
And you see Nass, the ageless wonder playing against a youthful, sprightly Connor McHale there, and the disc goes up. You got to wonder, is Connor going to outrun that one? Is he going to get the play? No, Nass held his line, played the very veteran game, and this pull lands in the back. It's Callahan country, but Briggs gets the first throw out. They've jacked it. Wilson under, well played there with Schmidt all over him. Wilson engages Briggs and then gets going again. Briggs gets Thompson. Thompson wide and around. Dick on the far sideline. Up line to Briggs. British attack has looked as good as they have all game right now, and they put another in.
What I think GB is doing really well is switching from one side to the other. So gaining some yards. Once they get stuck on that sideline, they move it to the middle, move it to the other side, and try to attack the break space as long as it's there. And they did very well of doing that now in this point.
So GB response since the start of the game, where they went down 4-1, since then, they're back on. They're trading. They got to catch up a couple here. It's not going to be easy, but they've kind of showed that they can play. They can score here. They can put one back on France. Now, can they take one away and steal one? This is how the tale of the rest of this game. How desperate will they play to try and get it? Ooh, it's going to be good.
Yeah, I'd agree. I do think, though, in typical tight games of Ultimate, there are times when breaks come a bit easier because it's business end. So in my opinion, the next one would be closing out the first half. I do think that GB have to and maybe will really pump up their energy once France are getting near those 7-8 points to try and get even with them, or at the beginning of the second half as well. And I do think this is now slowly approaching the business end of this first half.
Business time coming up. Mbe Vogel, always business for him. Płatzakolski chiseling through the both of them, and now finds him in front of a GB zone. So, new defensive look. Bordeaux.
I said that before, and I would agree that with a different defensive look, they will put different pressure up on France, and I do think that they made so many passes on that break side, the far side of the field, as we haven't really seen them make before yet. And there's a foul call on the field. Link and Mbe Vogel talking.
Nas, I think he's just saying, are you sure you're going to the party? What are you wearing? No, I was going to wear that. We can't wear the same thing. It's probably not the conversation.
Might have well been. Could have been.
Borno. And high stall count, and Borno has to force it into Mbe Vogel, and a turn and a break chance for GB.
He was far more open than she could have ever known. But high stall and GB with a break opportunity.
Lewis gets Beaching. Beaching having a look. Stall count mounting, but gets to the number 4 shirt. That's Simpson. Simpson goes around. Beaching again. That one to Link. On the doorstep. Up and over. Trying to toe the line. Oh, goodness. Speculator, but it does work. The floaty pass over into traffic, and GB get a break.
That took nearly a miracle to get that break. Such an incredible end of this point, and yeah, that pass, the first one caught by Wilson. I don't think he was the intended target. Trying to drag the toe there, does not quite get it, and then just puts it over the top. Looks like a high release push pass kind of thing, and it really needed some magic. You see the layout here, high bid, the arm even higher than the body. And this is the kind of game we're having. One break back, one to go to even the score out at 6-all, because France is a break up still.
We've had a great response to my liking threats, so I think I'm going to continue to threaten the viewers. Since 3 viewers, maybe it's also because the game has progressed and you're liking the quality of the play as well, but surely for the broadcast.
No, it's our quality stuff.
It must be. It has to be. But look at you guys, 49 likes. Keep them coming. Like and subscribe. Do those things.
ulti.TV, the best in the world.
That's a Chopo Santucci impression. Actually, of course, I invite anyone who's here at Windmill to go over to the drone tent and to give your best Stef Pazzo impression. We'll have a prize for who I think does the best impression of me. It's very difficult. Everybody thinks they've got it, but needs work, people.
There's going to be the point in this game where I'm going to do it. It needs to be at 100 likes, though.
Nasser Mbe Vogel and the French offense looking the other way for the first time this game after a break against Ansleden. Engages Nas. Defense was tight, and they get it to Boyon. Boyon goes to Ancelin, quickly straight back, and great movement out of Boyon. Fouquet with the disc. Fouquet finds Mbe Vogel. There was a bid on his back. He shoots for goal. That one touched but completed. Not enough on it. I thought the D was there.
This is primo offense from the French side, giving and going in the right moment, putting a disc into space. A bit of a risky shot, but we've seen that the slightly risky biscuits will get the best scores. See a replay of that, nearly caught by the defense. Beautiful ballerina turned layout. And France hold.
Score check 7-5. France holds. Halftime staring us down right now. And we're into a game here.
So what do you reckon, Steph? Break or halftime?
Oh, it's easier to not bet, isn't it? But yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not putting my neck out there this time. I've put my neck out there plenty for the lead up to this tournament. I could do the same and just put this question back on you, Christina.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything if you're not saying it.
Well, we're gonna sit on the fence and watch this point and bring it to you from the best seats in the house. Briggs winds up. That gets across to Vile. Vile gets booed. Looked at Briggs at the up line, but he turned back around. Josh Briggs gets Thompson. That, of course, Helen Thompson. Dick coming under. That one to Quan. Far sideline, bounce back to center. And Helen Thompson gets another touch. Berthet shut the door there, but the throw didn't go. Quan. Centered again, pushed to far sideline, in fact. Quan gets a touch. Helen Thompson, GB showing their patience, centering to Quan. Dick makes a move and gets another touch. Now shot for goal. Yes, it is. Helen Thompson puts the toe down for the goal.
Hard work for GB, but well done. Getting some highlights for the women's side. Quan and Thompson getting every other, working it in that handler space and showing off that mixed play. Perfection.
So that's what I was going to say. I just didn't, but I was going to say GB score here and bring it to within one.
Yes, they do.
That's not what I was going to say. I can't lie to the viewers like that. They know better anyways.
Yeah, the people that know you, Steph, would never expect you to say something professional like that. No, I'm kidding, of course.
66 likes. We're 44 away from a Rapazzo impression from Christina Obermeyer.
43. Yeah, let's see. I need a good play for it, though, you know? Just give me something good.
So, French O-line back out there now, hoping to take half here. GB, of course, hoping that doesn't happen.
Hoping and praying.
6-7. Of course, GB could force a galaxy here. Nasser goes far sideline to Cheminot. Mbe Vogel winds up, delivers Ancelin on the receiving end, but there's too much on it, and it gets away.
Just out of the reach for Ancelin. He stopped and looked at the disc for a second. That made all the difference.
Yeah, just one bit of miscommunication on a huck like that in the wind, and it turns into a turnover. We've had an injury call. Płotsokolski coming off the field. Fenrich comes in for him.
And Briggs on the field for GB, and that is a very good matchup.
Yeah, good tactical follow-up substitution by GB, taking the legs out, the defensive legs off the field and putting an offensive mind and, well, a hammer bomb of a forehand that Josh Briggs contains. Beaching with the disc. And the miscue, and France has a very short field now.
That was just a missed opportunity.
It was, and we're back. MP Vogel gets one touched and wobbled. Ancelin right on the doorstep goes backwards to MP Vogel. He head nods, demanding he wants the break side. Gets Fenrich. There is no connection from last year there, and that's halftime.
Yeah, the French had to work really hard, but in the end, closing it out for half. 8-6 in favor of France. They're up 1 break, and now we will take a short break and leave you with some highlights and some messages from our sponsors.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ulti.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
We are a group of Ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, Ulti.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Halftime 8-6 for the French, and ready to go for the second half after a little chat. GB have been getting their stuff together since the start of the game, where they were not quite perfect, and now they've figured a few things out here, but came close to a second break. They got one, but yeah, a lot of work to do to figure out these French, who have looked very sharp.
A lot of work to do indeed, especially when those mistakes are resets. I do get taking the opportunity on a huck or having a good defense, but resetting and making a mistake in the backspace is just not the way you want to lose this game. It's fine to match up and have a tight contested throw, but throwing into space that is very open and just a miscommunication, they have to work through those things. But this is also what Windmill or the preparation tournament is all about, working through those little things that need a bit of tweezing now and then.
So the French offense started off at a blazing pace. Has it slowed down? Has the GB defense got a little tighter? Sideline around here thinks so. Some suggestion in the chat that the French are going through their men a little bit more than they were at the start of the game. Possibly a difference in play and tactic and outcome there. And, of course, the like count to the Christina Obermeier Stef impression is at 74. We're 26 away. Well done, people. All you need is a little bit of incentive and initiative, and it seems like you'll do the right thing. Josh Briggs trots to the brick mark. Briggs sets up, gets Wilson. Wilson jacks it. Thompson underneath, but all sorts of company, and Bruce smacks it away.
A big disc out for Thompson, but so many people still underneath from flooding the deep space to get that isolation that it just was sure to be defended well.
Berthet comes under for Bru, and now Begdem. Begdem, Noé winds up and backwards to Berthet. Noé far side. He's jacked it. Begdem's under it. He's got separation. Oh, he gets the left hand to it, but can't clutch it in.
In and out of his hands. I thought for sure he's going to get there, but just reaching out with one hand and touching but not catching that disc. And you know what people say about disc that are touched?
Well, if you can touch him, you can catch him. I've seen him make those plays before. I know he'll make them again, and that one will be on his mind. Let's see if it can inspire some hot defense. As we say, being personally responsible for turnovers makes you personally improved, or that you put a bit more metal in your own D to get it back. So ISO cam on the 15 shirt for France to see if he can do something to get it back here. But he doesn't need to. The team does it without him.
Yeah, good pressure pushing Briggs towards his far side and out of bounds.
The youngster, Malvin Schmidt, goes to Nemo. Berthet. Break side to Ruel. Ruel swipes. Looks back to center. Has Schmidt. Great combination there. Crossfield backhand to cut the goal line in half.
That's perfect use of all the width of that field. France's D-line do that so well, really using the space from one side to the other and isolating players, especially in the hander set during that red zone offense, to get into that space. And it's really important for that stack to be static, to not have 1,000 people running around trying to score that way, but rather isolate. Here you can see it on the replay. Isolate that player on the far side and move the stack to the open side, because the break set is such a good way to score, especially in red zones.
So 15 likes to go. That's the ticker. We'll keep you on that as well. I hope Christina's warming up. She's going to be the example impression if this happens. And more importantly, France put another one on the board to open up the second half. And it's a 3-point lead again, 9-6. GB are going to need some breaks. 27 minutes and 40 seconds remain. Of course, you've noticed we're counting down now. Big change in ulti.TV world over here.
And we love it.
Love it so much. Here come the Brits. Thompson winds up, puts it away. Vile engages, but Wilson replaces. Wilson gets Dick. Dick inside to Wilson, center field. Centered in the field, rather, not quite at the mid-mark. Helen Thompson goes up off the hands of Kwan, and Bourneau puts a little touch on it to make sure.
GB are pulling their cuts super wide, just in front of the handler set. I would really love him to get a variety of, rather than make it a running duel, one-on-one, like do an actual cut and try to pull away from your defender early.
A little bit more shape on it as Begdem goes to Bourneau. Bourneau spots Berthet, and she catches it safely with a two-hand clap. The 17 shirt pushes forward. Berthet changes her path and gets there. Stack cleaning up as Begdem gets a touch. Begdem, beautiful release there. And a zipper into Berthet. This would really stretch the game open. Berthet with the disc. Stall count mounting, but Fenriche is found. The speedster can't be contained all point long. Now Begdem to Fenriche. I've seen him do that squirrel cut before. Fakes back into the middle like he's going to the stack and busts back out. What a goal for the French.
Breaking all the ankles on that cut. Just pull this defender towards the break side. They bit, and then in the right moment, turn around, super open, an easy pass into the end zone, and France go up by 4 points. See the replay here of that beautiful red zone offense. They're really patient. It seems like they're hasty, but they're doing all the right things.
Christina, we're 9 likes away from your impression. 9 likes away from a Obermeyer-Rapazzo impression. She'll be the first of many to get it wrong over the course of this weekend. My voice is inimitable, of course, as much as all of you try and you walk past me at tournaments and say, Stef Pazzo! That's not what I sound like. I sound beautiful, not like a robot.
I'm going to try and fail and take that defeat with grace.
Well, we're looking forward to it, but it's up to you, the viewers, to give us 9 more likes on this game as France pull ahead their biggest lead of the game, 4 points, 10-6 right now with 24 minutes remaining. Lots of time. Time not too big of an issue at this stage. There's enough time to claw back from 4.
There's always time. No, there's not really, because this is a do or die thing. There's not.
You know who's running out of time is you. We're at 99 likes.
One more. Oh, it's 101.
Oh, here's it. Coming up soon. That's what you're all here for. Unless GB can mount the comeback, then we're all in it for that. But right now, France looking the goods. Lewis gets Thompson. Back to Lewis and to Thompson. Beaching. Gets Lewis. And wide and around to Josh Briggs. Briggs winds up, sent deep. McHale there. Will it stay in bounds? Yes, I think he's towed it well, but not in the goal. Second look. Timeout called. McHale and GB. This is a great moment for us to take a break because when we're back, Christina's calling the play like Stef Pazzo.
Those who do not know their history can never relive it. The skies, the dives, the sideline smiles. Our past is held in photo albums, drinking stories. The present is a gift. And here at ulti.TV, we want to make sure we always appreciate it, capturing the immortal moments of Ultimate from around the world and making sure everyone can enjoy them for free, forever. Because the future belongs to all of us.
We are live now. Thompson to Briggs. Looking end zone goes Brig. Wants to hit it. Finds an option back. Thompson goes to Link. She has to go to ground and grabs it. More squeaky even. Trying my best to do Stef Pazzo for you. Briggs, shot for goal! Just in front of the end zone. Mikhail to Briggs, and the Clapham connection makes it work.
Not bad by Christina Obermeyer. She did a very good impression of me. Thank you for your likes. We love entertaining you the best we can. Of course, here, GB doing their best to keep this game entertaining. And yes, the rest of you, we invite you over to the ulti.TV drone tent to give your best version of my robotic voice. Not a bad attempt. John Dock likes it. John Dock likes it. I know he's not talking about the attempt on the Frisbee field because not bad. That counted for a goal. He's talking about Christina, of course. And not bad at all. We'd love to hear him coming. Right now, 10-7. If France score again, I get an exciting score line that I get worked up about. There is 19 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in this game. How did it feel to be me for a moment there, Christina?
It felt glorious. But somehow I'm actually glad it's over. My voice is already crooked.
She was nervous. She was getting, oh my goodness, they actually did it. They've got the legs. I got to do this.
We got to figure out something else to do. To let Stef do if we hit 150 likes. Can we do that? We'll brainstorm for a second and let you know if we figure out something. Almost better than the original. Did you see that?
Stop it, you. Oh, yeah. Here come the French. Fouquet gets Borneau and straight back. Another set of French World Games teammates. There are a few here. There's another one. And another one. Fouquet goes to Lachi. Lachi squeezes it through to Fouquet. Shoots to Borneau. There's a bit of company. Well read by Borneau, but into the 72 shirt. And then Borneau for the goal. And that is time for a Slurpee, ladies and gentlemen. Why is that, Christina?
7-Eleven. Slurpee time.
Christina's really she's going to be stuck in her impersonating mode now. We're going to have to give her a knock on the back of the head to wake her out of it and back into her own Austrian, German accents and tones.
Florian Fischer, are you not okay with the voice? I'm already... are you not okay with my natural voice? Is that not good enough for you? Do I have to be Stef Pazzo? No, I'm kidding. I'm actually really enjoying it.
Yeah, we're having a blast here. Windmill vibes. Anybody who's been here, you know all about these vibes. And if you're at home watching, we know you're missing this and you wish you were here. So we're really happy that we can bring you this action. If you've never been to Windmill before, what the heck is the matter with you? Why not? Get on, make sure that's part of the deal next year, and you're signed up and you're at Windmill. Of course, I do intend on winning Windmill next year, so you can come, but you're just not going to win if you're in my division.
Well, I thought ulti.TV always wins.
Oh, yeah. Well, ulti.TV always wins, but I may have something else planned for my next Windmill.
I want to be part of that.
I don't think that's going to happen. I love you, but yes, you'll see why soon. Emotional damage. Here comes Kime. And GB goes across to the 57 shirt. As Barnes floated for Kwan, but a little bit too far. And Ruel celebrates.
Barnes, actually Kwan, misreading the 3-meter perimeter line for the actual line of the field.
Yeah, tricky one there. Nemo now goes to Schmidt. Schmidt breaks. Great thrower, this Schmidt. And speaking of great, Simone Ruel, an incredible athlete. And as I say it, I've cursed him with the commentator curse.
Oh, Stef, what are you doing to your ex-teammates?
Oh, my own boys too. But GB not too upset about it, but Briggs gives it straight back with a backhand around that burns the worms. Now shot for goal, and Simon Ruel lets his greatness shine eventually.
Yeah, he did show what an incredible athlete he is, and I actually figured out something for Stef to do once we hit 150 likes. If we hit 150 likes, Stef will do a point in French.
Mais ça c'est facile. I've already done that, but no, I was very nervous, and that would be nice. Well, I mean, doing the Christina impression's one thing as well. That's more difficult, I think. So I'll take the French challenge. Maybe later in the tournament we might have some more fun for you and do impersonations of each other. But come on, y'all. You got 29. How's my math? Yeah, 29 likes to go. And, oh, look at that. As I said it, you go to 27 immediately. You are such a great crowd, and I bet you're all so good looking. And what I heard is by pressing the like button during ulti.TV broadcast, you automatically get better looking, which I would never have thought was possible knowing the ulti.TV viewership, but this is science. You got to trust the science.
Yep. Rely on science.
Hey.
Can't really say anything about that, just please do.
I'm not here to contest it. I don't understand it. But like, there's guys in white lab coats that make these real guys and girls, humans in white lab coats with PhDs and strong brains and medulla oblongatas, which I can't even pronounce, cerebral cortexes swelling and throbbing.
Enough science talk. Let's get back to the sports, maybe?
Okay, link with the disc. Moving to the brick mark. The brick marks, by the way, are spray-painted elephants for this tournament. Andy Lewis grabs a nice lefty and zips it upfield to Dick. Dick sends deep. Beaching! Can't throw herself. Just a bit too far in front.
That seemed like I thought she was going to fly, and I've seen her lay out time and time again, but this one just caught by the wind a little too much.
Yeah, it was too fast. We'd always love to see the layout, but that one was never going to happen. Bru walks it into the line. Up line to Begdem. Begdem puts it away. The deep was looking like there was some separation. Now his third option, he goes to Bru. Begdem with Mikhail all over him is moving very well. Oh, the defense looked like it was there but maintained possession. Now Ruel shoots for goal and went up early. The defense was coming and caused the misread.
Yeah, that just caught by the wind and hanging up there for a little bit. Mistimed the jump by only a split second, but giving it away in the favor of GB. Our friends here now, and they have a comfortable lead, but still, they want to close this game out high.
Looking to close it out. Big score differential now, 12-7. It has been French dominance in this game. With 12 minutes to go, there is very slim chance, and with a hand block there, there's a foul called, though. I would say even less of a chance, but that is negated. $137 likes. Just for those of you at home watching. Link maintains possession, but she has to work for it and gets it to Beaching. Beaching inside outs it. Dick there amongst three others on the break side. Now Dick goes to Mikhail. Ruel on the chase. Oh, great bid by both. And Mikhail comes down with it for the goal.
Ruel was a bit behind, but able to catch up with Mikhail, who was in a very good position always, and showing that he's not only a primo handler, he can also go deep and dominate in the downfield. See a replay here. Well, catching up. But Conor McHale not flustered by any of that contact and happily spikes the disc. Hope the disc is okay.
Shout out to the Is No Good crew watching. We know you're back home from Noisy-le-Sec, Paris. I see you in your chats. Even the couple of the Is No crew that are in Chicago watching as well. Involved in the chats personally. We invite you to get onto the YouTube chats as well. Benji Fenriche waving back to Noisy-le-Sec right now. And they're all super keen, noticing that Josh Briggs is playing in the mixed division this year as well. That, of course, coming out of the private chats. But we're keeping you informed with everything here. Nasser Mb Vogel. Tents are flying. Wind is pushing. Mb Vogel goes to Cheminot. Now Ancelin. Him and Nas bounce it back through one another. Now Lachi to Cheminot. Ancelin. Lachi in front and through this GB zone. Borneau to Ancelin. Cheminot and Bordeaux and Mb Vogel fight for that one, and happy enough for it to be in the hands of Mb Vogel in the end. Through the cup to Lachi. Now they've got space. Borneau back to Lachi. Sideline to Cheminot. Cheminot slows things down. Back to Mb Vogel. Vogel pops a pretty one, and that is a goal for Cheminot.
Beautiful stuff out of this French side. Not really a lot of structure against that zone defense, but I like the fact that GB are looking to stop their running through and trying to push them back a little bit and trying to, just have them take a second look on their options as we see that beautiful high release pass out of Mb Vogel. Bit of friendly fire on that French side though, with the missing structure on the zone offense. People running into the same space just can result in a turnover that is very unnecessary. So a bit more awareness would maybe even help them make it even cleaner, but it was a clean hold and they played through it well, so nothing else to say.
So 7 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Not of too much importance with the lead that they've got right now. 2 away from the points win. A comfortable 5-point cushion. This one looks to be in the books in a windmill format where there's no points cap. You can count on it. However, because of the Swiss draw, every last goal counts. Whether the win-loss result is in, the points differential result still counts for lots in the progression through a Swiss draw. We're still 10 likes away from a French commentary point.
Get those likes quickly or it will be over.
Vial goes to Kwan. GB put another one to turf and a very short field. It could be over all too early if this one goes in. Nemo goes hammer. Ruel is there. That was Juliette Ruel and Fenriche on the chase, but it goes to turf.
Yeah, good recognition from the GB defense to get up early and see that hammer get off. On another note, the 2 Ruels on that team related?
I believe they're brother and sister. Oh, I am wrong. They are cousins. Charlotte Terrasson here with the info and the stats. Always a pleasure to have her aboard. Kime in his own end. That one underneath to Quan. Wilson. Oh, Borneau almost there, but Quan strong hands and hangs on. Quan goes around Vile. Now Wilson, far sideline. There's the under. Ellie Taylor gets Quan and Borneau there again. Hand in the pocket. Barnes with the disc, but it's going to go back a throw to Quan.
Yeah, she was very open there. Suspiciously open, as Benjiris would say.
And that means a double bicep flex. Pick called.
All the way on the sideline, people are calling for a deep cut that has not come off for GB for quite some time.
Dick comes under. Winds up, no. Gets the throw to go to the turf, and another chance to get to 14 for France.
And a timeout called.
Timeout called by Malvin Schmidt. We're going to take a break and think about things too. You've got, oh goodness, you've got 150 likes. I guess I'm speaking French soon.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ulti.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
ulti.TV.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches, and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ulti.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
And timeout taken by the French. They want to make sure things and be able to put this 14th one in. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go, Christina. And I guess I'm going to have to do it in French.
Yeah, you do. Switch it up. Panzow.
Et alors, les Français. C'est la disque, c'est pour Malvin Schmidt maintenant. Les Français, il a parlé de un petit de ça, un petit de, je ne sais pas, j'ai pas. Comme d'habitude, mon français, ça passe pas, mais c'est avec 150 likes, on fait ça, on parle en français. C'est difficile, mais Malvin Schmidt, il y a un changement, un remplacement. Non, il n'y a pas ça. Nemo, il vient sideline, mais on est prêt. Malvin Schmidt avec la disque. Il reste 2 minutes 30. Donc, pas beaucoup. Un point, peut-être 2. J'ai pas. Et alors, disque in quoi? Schmidt. Engagé. Ah, et deep shot par Schmidt. Il y a du monde là-bas. C'est, oh là là, quel spectacle. Le mec avec le numéro 17, ça c'est qui? Malhomme, bravo. Ça a été super, magnifique. Et ça, c'est le fond de le français. Merci.
All right, this was the end of the French, is what Stef Pazzo said, and what a play! The people poached off in the handler set, so the option is to go deep and make that handler run down the disc. Everyone else running as well, but the intended target, 17 on the French side, gets it as well for the goal, and they're within one of closing out that game 1 minute early.
Yeah, great play to take that without any body contact, avoiding the pack, taking it high. And of course, everybody loves the French. I know. I'm so bilingual and multi-talented. Thank you for your approval. So nice of you. But really, your likes. We love it. We absolutely love it. We want it every game so much that we will beg for it, and we'll take it. And the more we beg for it and you give it, then the more naturally it comes. So now that you've been prompted to subscribe. It's just one more button away. And then patron in between games, you can do that too. And bring us some of that cash. Let us put it to good use, because you know we're going to do that. We are stretching everything we're working with here to make it work as well as possible for you at home. Speaking of working well, everything the French do in this game seems to work well. But it's the English attack now. McHale winds up, shoots for Dick. Big Dem on the chase, but he was behind. And the catch-up speed can't do it. Briggs cashes in, and the game's extended.
We are not quite sure whether that last point was before the time was over, just a second, or if that was just in time, and we'll play another point. But it does seem like everyone wants to play another point, and we won't say no to that.
No, we're all right with it. We're going to play another point here. It's not going to make a difference. GB can break and lose, or France can score and win. And it is all over right now. This is just for Swiss draw differential at this stage. But it's worth playing out. We've got two of the best teams in the world in the mixed division. Most certainly two of the best teams in Europe. And to that end, France very happy to be able to continue to look good against these quality opposition.
Yeah, it's just as high quality as a game can get. Last round of this mixed division today. This is their last point until they are done for today, and they have to give it their all, and then I bet we'll see some great stuff out of both sides.
Last point. The result is already in. Briggs is like, no, we can come back, but no, you can't. Not in the round robin, Josh. It's over, this one. Nasser Mbe Vogel with the disc to Fouquier. Now Bourneau. Oh, and she puts it through. And GB can finish with a break on a high note. That is one thing they can do. Link goes up and over. 88 with the disc near sideline. Not ready to punch it in is Koshov. He goes backwards to Link. Link to Lewis. Lewis looks for the around, now back to center, finds Beeching. Beeching wide and around. Melvin Tang gets a touch in back to Lewis. Up line by Beeching. Scuba, traffic, but that one come down with by Koshov, and that's going to be game in the very weird style, scoring a losing goal.
Yeah, it is Swiss draw, and that means the games are over at the end of the time. You finish the point, and it really doesn't seem quite right. It doesn't feel quite right, because in Frisbee you normally have to score to win, but it's just setting the tone for the next round of Swiss draw, which is going to be tomorrow bright and early.
Thank you for joining us back at home. We love you all. Your engagement has been sensational. Thanks for being a part of the whole Windmill experience. Thanks for being logged on to ulti.TV. I've been Stef Pazzo here with Christina Obermeyer, and we'll see you on the other side for the next match.